Good morning, ladies, and happy Wednesday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day. Let's go. Let's go. I know. It's annoying. I was on the struggle bus this morning, too. Honestly, wasn't even feeling the gym. Scarlett went off with her dad. I am... Let's just say that, if that's even a word. And it's not, more like an action, but I am. And I'm going to fill my cup instead and take a easy, more peaceful approach to this morning without the overload of thousands of people, and hopefully that will help me reset the day. But I know this will definitely fill my cup and definitely make me feel a little different, because sometimes our feelings in our hearts and the things that we think about can not always be right and make you feel less than. But you know what, we're called to do more than. So don't let it get it twisted. Don't let the enemy get your thoughts. We're gonna hop on to Jeremiah before we get the day started. On Jeremiah chapter 22, we're gonna be talking about message to the sons of Josiah and the message to Konya, and what exactly happened we'll be finding out in verse 1. Thus says the Lord, go down to the house of the king of Judah, and there speak this word, and say, hear the word of the Lord, O King Judah, who sit on the throne of David, you and your servants on the throne of David, and your people who enter these gates. Thus says the Lord, execute judgment and righteousness, and deliver the plundered out of the hand of the oppressor. Do no wrong and do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, or the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place. For if you indeed do this thing, they then shall enter the gates of this house, riding on horses and in chariots, accompanied by servants and people, kings who sit on the throne of David. But if you will not hear these words, I swear by myself, says the Lord, that this house shall become a desolation. For thus says the Lord to the house of the king of Judah, you are Gilead to me, the head of Lebanon, yet I surely will make you wilderness, cities which are not inhabited. I will prepare destroyers against you, everyone with his weapons. They shall cut down your choice cedars and cast them into a fire. Verse 8, and many nations will pass by this city, and everyone will say to his neighbor, why has the Lord done so to this great city? Then they will answer, because they have forsaken the covenant, the Lord their God, and worshipped other gods and served them. Weep not for the dead, nor bemoan him. Weep bitterly for him who goes away, for he shall return no more, nor see his native country. Verse 11, for thus says the Lord concerning Shallum, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, who reigned instead of Josiah his father, who went from this place. He shall not return here anymore, but he shall die in the place where they have led him captive, and shall see his land no more. Woe to him who builds his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by injustice, who uses his neighbor's service without wages and gives him nothing back for his work, who says, I will build myself a wide house with spacious chambers and cut out windows for it, paneling it with cedar and painting it with vermilion. Shall you reign because you enclose yourself in cedar? Did you not your father eat and drink and do justice and righteousness? Then it was well with him. He judged the cause of the poor and needy. Then it was well. Was not this knowing me, says the Lord? Yet your eyes and your heart are for nothing but your covetousness, for shedding innocent blood and practicing oppression and violence. Therefore says the Lord concerning Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, they shall not lament for him, saying, alas, my brother, alas, my sister. They shall not lament for him, saying, alas, master, or alas, his glory. Verse 19, he shall be buried with the burial of a donkey, dragged and cast out beyond the gates of Jerusalem. Go to Lebanon and cry out, and lift up your voice in Bashan. Cry for Abarim, for all your lovers are destroyed. I spoke to you in your prosperity, but you said, I will not hear. This has been your manner from your youth, that you did not obey my voice. The wind shall eat up all your rulers, and your lovers shall go into captivity. Surely then you will be ashamed and humiliated for all of your wickedness. O inhabitant of Lebanon, making your nest in the cedars, how gracious will you be when pangs come upon you, like the pain of a woman in labor. Verse 24, as I live, says the Lord, though Konya, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, were the signet on my right hand, yet I would pluck you off. And I will give you into the hand of those who seek your life, and into the hand of those whose face you fear, the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the hand of the Chaldeans. So I will cast you out, and your mother who bore you, into another country where you were not born, and there you shall die. But to the land to which they desire to return, they shall not return. And this man, Konya, a despised, broken idol, a vessel in which is no pleasure? Why are they cast out, he and his descendants, and cast into a land which they did not know? O earth, 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 hear the word of the Lord. Last verse 30, thus says the Lord, write this man down as childless, a man who shall not prosper in his days, for none of his descendants shall prosper, sitting on the throne of David and ruling anymore in Judah. Now, some context behind chapter 22. What are we talking about here? We are talking about the king of Judah is probably Zedekiah, and the kings of Israel and Judah are evaluated according to whether they did good or evil in the sight of the Lord. The books of Kings and Chronicles record the various fortunes of these kings, but under a wicked king, idolatry and various forms of sin raged unchecked, especially oppression of the needy and injustice to the most vulnerable in the society. And most people gave themselves wholeheartedly to such activities. And under a righteous king, these activities were severely limited, although not totally eliminated. God had to lay judgment on Judah because of the reforms of the righteous kings. Now, the pagan nations would know why Jerusalem had been destroyed and its inhabitants deported. God preserved his witness to the world as much in his judgment of Judah as in his kindness toward his people. Worshipping and serving other gods violated the first two commandments of the Sinai covenant. Now, the dead refers to Josiah, who was mourning along after he was killed at the Battle of Megiddo in 609 BC. Shalom is the one who went away. He was carried to Egypt and died in exile. Shalom is an alternative name of Jehoahaz. Two poems draw a contrast between Josiah and his successors, Shalom and Jehoiakim. The first contrast invites pity, and the second invites scorn. Both Shalom and Jehoiakim were sons of Josiah. Bashan is in the Transjordan toward northeastern Israel, and Abarim is a mountainous region in Moab to the southeast. Judah lovers are the political allies to whom she turned for help, and Jerusalem was personified as a woman in lament. When calamity came, she would experience the pain of a woman in childbirth. And lastly, Jehoiakim had heirs, but none of his offspring sat on the Davidic throne. That is all for today's Bible studies, ladies. Yet your R's and your heart are nothing but, listen, do not envy, do not covet against your neighbor, don't do any of that. Let me tell you something. What's meant for you will be for you. What's not meant for me won't be for you. And don't even want it. Don't want what is not what God's will is. I know I wanted a lot of things that I wanted and did a lot of things the way I wanted to. And I assure you, let those doors open that brought chaos after the fact. So before you do anything, pray on it. Ask God, is it for me? Is it not for me? Am I worshiping something more than I am of you? All those things. And I assure you, he will answer in the simplest of ways. But to a blessed day ahead. Let's go. We got to get grinding. It's about to be 6:45, 7 o'clock somewhere, and we got to get moving. Have a blessed day. Talk to you tomorrow.